Welcome. Oh, wow. Oh, I was going to give you a whole introduction, like, welcome to your natal chart. You are a gangster. I'm going to say that once again. Wow. Um, I wasn't expecting to see Saturn and Pluto just smack dab on your AC. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. And you're Sagittarius of the Pisces moon. You're a problem. You're a whole problem. Yeah, I'm not even gonna like sugarcoat this. You definitely, you definitely strike fear and terror wherever you go because people know that they can't lie to you. And surely, whenever you show up, it means that the truth is about to be revealed, which means someone's about to get mercilessly exposed, which is crazy because I don't even think you go out of your way wanting to expose people. You just inadvertently do so. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to give you an alien construct article, but let me compose myself. Welcome to your transit forecast report. Yes, this is the peace dealer. Yes, I was caught off guard by how gangster your chart is, but let me focus my mind so I can do this transit forecast. I am going to give you this alien construct article though, because we need to just get this out the way before I talk about stuff. This is a lot. This is a lot. And especially being Sagittarius and Pisces moon, I have a bone to pick with those two signs. That is just such effortlessly magical vibration. I literally have real life experience anytime I deal with a combination of those two energies, like Pisces sun, Sag moon, or Sag moon, Pisces sun. I just see like y'all facilitate this mind-blowing quality of synchronicities that can do a number on one's soul. I totally blame the Pisces because I know Pisces is unrelenting and just trolling humanity and just reminding them that there's a whole existence outside of this physical reality. But I mean, no offense. It's just, I think Sagittarius goes the extra mile in making sure this is demonstrated. And my biggest inquiry is to wonder how unaware this archetype may be of this. For example, some of the most life-changing, mind-blowing synchronicities I've ever seen involve people who, specifically women who have Pisces moon, Sag sun, and then even Pisces sun, Sag moon. And these two signs are the highest level magical signs. It's magic. Gemini is magic at a kid level. Virgo is magic at like a young adult level. And then Sag and Pisces are magic at a goddess level. It's actually ridiculous. And it's representation of the multiverse. So you are effectively receptive to every vibration and can feel pretty much everything, specifically the metaphysical, while Sag not only makes you aware of the meaning of this experience that you're feeling, but then you got Neptune on the sun. Oh my goddess. Are you serious? This is insane. So you literally can ascend and you have the supernatural ability to turn your Neptune goggles on and literally just see beyond this physical construct and literally through visions gain insight into the true nature of this experience. I'm going to explain it a bit more in case that sounded a bit vague, but yeah, you have Saturn and Pluto on your rising. I know this is a transit forecast once again, but I definitely need to, get this out the way because this is huge for sure. Saturn and Pluto on the rising, anchor your embodiment with karma and of course, transformation. From experience, people who have this on their rising are mercilessly intimidating to other people. Because Saturn is no nonsense and Pluto will kill you. So, like, people really just get that vibe from you. Mind you, you could be the nicest person ever. You might be like, peace dealer, what do you mean? I am so nice. People love me. Oh, I don't doubt that at all. They're also terrified of you, especially if you might one day just, let people know that, yeah, you are a classic artist. You are divine and unconditionally loving in every way. I see the Pisces moon. You are amazing and bring passion and light. But let anybody try you, and I don't mean in a petty way. Let somebody approach you incorrect, that doesn't have integrity, and that Saturn and Pluto activate, and you just kill someone with kindness. See, people don't know you are out here killing people with kindness. I see the blicky here in Virgo. I see your gat here in Virgo in the 12th house hidden. People don't know that you don't even need to use hand. You don't need to hit someone. You don't need to verbally assault someone. You'll just look at them dead in the eyes and wax them with kindness. Have them feeling stupid. Have them reevaluate why it didn't even come correct, while you just use the serious extreme nature of your classiness and social personality to eviscerate someone with literal kindness, and have other people just like, oh, wow, she decimated that person. I know, she was so kind. This is insane. So I hope you don't think I'm exaggerating. I really want to explain this because the nodes are entering Aries in July. And that's where the South Node will unlock this extreme quality of your personality. This is one of the hugest transits that you have been prepared for a long time. And the North Node in the 7th house is going to begin to direct this alignment of destiny towards establishing authentic partnerships that draw out the creativity of your inner child, given that your 7th house is 5th house to your Sagittarius sun. I also want to include Neptune, because the Neptune power alien can ascend, heal addictions, assist the dying and crossing over. It now takes the ascended awareness of your sun that's linked with Juno. You have the queen goddess Juno. Oh my gosh, you can't be serious. Wow. So you also represent the queen goddess Juno, your Uranus's wife. It's not too uncommon, but not every woman has it. And every single woman who has this always has this accompanied with like these major alien constructs or some kind of royalty. I've started to notice this in reading many charts. You also have Uranus, so you definitely deprogram, brainwash individuals, channel higher frequency beings. You are a super alien goddess with a divine soul, and that's still an understatement. But that's Juno being next to your sun is a huge deal. It's a very huge deal. You definitely got queen goddess status and rank, given that Juno is queen of goddesses, and gods. But yeah, I don't really care about titles like that. I just make a point to mention it because it is definitely significant knowing that you represent divine ascension. You are the divine ascended being, and the title you have is artist, as a Libra rising, and there is a very extremely serious approach you take towards the expression of your personality, given how super talented you are. I mean, come on, you got Venus 27 degrees. That is such a mastered heart of integrity. I just can't shake the feeling that you're a gangster and you kill people with kindness. Anyway, your North Node is on the MC, so you're literally destined for success. You come from greatness. South Node with Capricorn here would suggest that you literally are drawing from the lineage of greatness that you represent, or greatness developed in your early childhood. in order to be used as a resource to gain success, even if this means leaving family. The fourth house is supposed to be a resource, but sometimes it's supposed to be a necessary challenge for our plot development. For example, I have this too. My North Node's in the 10th in Aquarius, and everyone in my family basically told me without telling me, I'm not going to be successful being an astrologer. I shouldn't do this. It's not of, you know what I'm saying, God. So if I listened to my family, I would not be reading this chart to you right now. I literally had to go against the chat and challenge myself to not be held back, because the South Node hold you back from my private life and family so that I could achieve my own success. And I realized that was an important element. It didn't give me resentment. I kind of, it helped develop the qualities needed for me to be independent the way I am. Just like you're challenging yourself to take the resources of this organizational collective quality where your heart is able to really manifest everything in this organized way, but you need to challenge yourself to really express sincerely not just your emotions, but when it comes to actually your reputation and the legacy that you're destined to really instill. Libra is opposite Aries. Aries puts out their persona in a very powerful way that seeks to be the greatest. Libra really just wants to have a family with the world. Oh, wow. That sounded wrong. Libra treats home in a sense where, okay, I want to be careful how I say this, but basically your MC next to the North Node is literally aligning your legacy with destiny. And so you're destined to come into the success. Something that once Jupiter comes back into Cancer, you'll see, but the North Node is going to enter Aries while we're in Cancer season. So you'll see, especially Pluto, that's going to retrograde back into Capricorn right next to your Venus, opposite the sun, with the new moon that we're going to have at the end of Cancer, right before Leo. So I want to say like, the week of July 12th, that date is going to be more significant for you than most people because you also have Pluto and Saturn, and this is going to prepare you for the nodes to shift. So I need to make sure you're very clear. Like the last time you had these nodes, Saturn wasn't returned in your chart. By the way, I truly believe you're one of the most magical women alive in existence. Anything Sag and Pisces to me is just overboard and almost offensive at this point. I am very seriously, I don't want to say jealous, but I'm very concerned at how magical that you all are. It's at a reality warping level to the point where I feel like I'm constantly being trolled, and it just forces me to remember that the only thing constant in life is change, and nothing at all is at all what I think or it seems. Y'all keep me on my toes, and it's a good thing, but Jesus Christ, I can't ask you to tone it down because Sagittarius does everything but that. But yes, this is really interesting because now that we're coming out of Taurus season and the nodes have aligned this healing destiny with your Chiron, or destiny with healing, you have effectively completed this transit as an artist or Libra rising relative to transforming the relative individual quality of value that you're taking the sauce you have, because Scorpio's the sauce and Libra rising's got the sauce, and to invest it into natural individuals or natural forces or resources that can sustain the intangible value of your quality and wisdom so that it can sprout and grow and all that jazz. It's even better because of the grand earth trine that forms, because this is what will now provide the substance and foundation for you to ascend higher the mindset of your philosophy coming into Gemini season. And this is going to get really hectic since you do have not only this opposition, but Gemini season every year completes the mutable cross that you have, because you just decided you're not just going to be magic. You're going to be super duper magical and just blow people's minds wherever you go, but piss them off because they're not ever going to be able to manipulate you. And you're just always pretty much going to expose elements of their own illusions and delusions, with which, since now you're completely exposing the lies they tell to themselves, now you're the bad guy. But once again, you just kill them with kindness, and now there's even less that they can do. Anyway, all those dynamics I just talked about, boom, revisited Gemini season, except so much more dramatically, because you have completed this North Node Taurus dynamic. And by this time, Jupiter is getting ready to go into Taurus. And that square that it's going to make to Aquarius is going to extremely challenge trust issues relative to this definite evolution of now who you're investing in and the pool of resources that you can use to invest. Oh, and it gets even wilder. You happen to have Jupiter at 1 degree. So come May 21st, when Jupiter enters Taurus, it's going to be opposite your Jupiter, which is going to serve as an added buffer so that this expansion of natural quality and wisdom you're going to be investing is matched by this expansion of wisdom that you already have, because we know you got the sauce. You were born with it, certified like a boss as an ascended being. And this is going to provide more than enough intangible wisdom for you to be able to make it through the square. Because let me tell you that Pluto Aquarius 0 degree square is brutal. But this is actually going to turn into an amazing opportunity for you because of the knowledge you already have. So a major challenge of Gemini season is to fulfill the lesson of Saturn through your 6th house. Saturn and, of course, Jupiter 2021 and 2023 evolved your creativity, but as a Sagittarius, your attitudes and skill sets. So the Saturn and Jupiter through Aquarius 5th house transit was the structuring post-expansion of the mindset you hold around your creative talents and the knowledge of everything you love to do. Saturn strengthened this, refocused you on what you love, and added discipline so that you can master the basis of this post-Jupiter, evolving the quality of how much more talented you can be. Then Jupiter went through your 6th house and effectively evolved your behavior and lifestyle after it hit your soul 22 degrees. You had soul evolution. The capacity with which you could be receptive to metaphysical dynamics and vibrations has expanded, so you are that much more psychic, which I personally think is terrifying, because why make you even more magic when you are already so magic? But cool. Now, everything you believe you can accomplish in your lifestyle is but just a thought away. You just merely need to imagine it, because Jesus Christ, the sauce is dripping on you, and you literally have the magic of the Queen Goddess and the Titan King on your rising to anchor this authority. I mean, you literally can just look at someone and curse them or bless them, and it's going to stick. But I really feel like you know that already. Wow. Anyway, you've evolved the capacity with which you can live your lifestyle. I want to make sure that's clear. You expanded how much more you not only can believe in what you can do in your life. 6th house Pisces as a Libra rising is making the dream life real, especially with Neptune here. You, as it's on your moon, are receptive directly to the astral realm, and it's not anything you have to think about. You're subconsciously drawing elements from your imagination to integrate into your life. And this is where the more aligned with yourself, it's not about being positive or negative, because you might have to actually be negative if it's more aligned with who you are. And I think this is something you know innately. That's going to hook it up. And so now that you've expanded more what you believe is possible, as Jupiter has evolved your relationships and has integrated the expansion of your routine towards others so that creatively your inner child can do more with other people now that Jupiter's expanded this. Saturn is taking everything Jupiter or Zeus expanded in your lifestyle and it's materializing it. Let's say it was a pool and then the pool people came through and they expanded that pool from like a 5-foot pool and now maybe it's like a 10-foot long pool. Now Saturn is the cement to solidify this expansion so it stays at this new expanded length. And this is a really great place to be because Saturn is meticulously materializing every one of your beliefs around the lifestyle you're meant to live. It is applying this knowledge of creativity into your lifestyle so that you can discipline your routine. It's going to bring up health complications so that anything that needs to be dealt with could be dealt with on the spot. And it's going to also integrate your behavior, marking the first 6 houses by 2025 that you will complete so that Saturn can prepare you for marriage, divorce, or business partnerships as it goes through your 7th house. Okay, this is a very significant transit, but just like Jamie Foxx is in the hospital, that Saturn square does represent outside influences that may attempt to trip you up, especially as it regards your health. Squares could be haters, but that doesn't mean the square itself is a hater. It's really just a challenge that will really strengthen the stance of your soul while really pushing your Sagittarius spirit and awareness to see deeper into the meaning of experiences. But it's really the Blicky in the 12th, Mars in Virgo, that's the silent killer with kindness, that once again Gemini season will do a really good job exploring how to break through old beliefs relative to now how you integrate this 6th house lifestyle belief about your routine into the thoughts that now make up your philosophy. Because a lot of things that were abstract that you believed in now through Taurus season, which is solidified, you can now reasonably think as more than just a theory. This is now an element of what you can communicate, teach, and show people. Of course, as a Sagittarius, this is going to be in a element of your own relationships and how you're seeing the higher meaning of what partnerships you're meant to step in. That's going to change your mindset so that it adjusts the direction you move towards to into your destiny and career. Cue summer. All right, where we're going to have the shifting of the nodes, where Pluto's going to retrograde back into Capricorn, and where by the end of Cancer season, we're going to have the opposition to Pluto, which happens to square your Pluto. Jesus Christ, that's intense. So this is going to reawaken elements of your destiny, but now since you've grown and evolved so much, what used to be very challenging the past 2 years is going to be a piece of cake, and this is going to make a lot of market and improved growth. And relative to the nodes shifting on your natal nodes as well, while the sun is on your natal nodes, this 10th house chapter is going to be you applying this change of perception through June to walk into that direction of how sincerely you feel. And this is going to draw from Saturn trining in Pisces with Neptune to reinforce the beliefs around how you live your routine to apply on these career goals. And this is also going to transform the awareness of how ascended you really see things, leading into Leo season, which will now enable you to inspire others around you by really passionately integrating who belongs in your circle. Of course, as a classy artist, this golden entourage that not only stimulates the quality of your heart, but also will challenge with Uranus and now Jupiter and Taurus how valuable you really hold yourself in the face of trust issues and boundaries being drawn, so that you can gain a really great awareness of not only who you can trust, but who is a valuable member or friend, even if this is just you that you're befriending more. The trine to your Sagittarius energy during Leo season will strengthen a lot of the perspective you have with this courageous light. And because you still have Chiron in Aries, this will also begin to induce more perspective around how to mend, heal, or move forward certain partnerships. However, Virgo season and Libra season are going to be very, very unique. We're going to have the Mercury retrograde in your 12th house. And so you're going to be reevaluating the unconscious habits and the real detailed understanding of how to release not only spiritual beliefs and unconscious habits, but to now manifest into your reality this divine sense of your dream life. So coming into March of every year, you change your habits and adjust relative to how much you did last year. And 6 months of instilling these habitual changes leading up into Virgo season now takes the imagination of how you want your lifestyle to be through Gemini that now integrates this into your philosophy and makes it real. So by Virgo season, more elements of your dream life, especially opposite Saturn, are going to be super real. And the challenge of this is to not let any real details in circumstances deter you from still maintaining the belief that you are living your dream life, not coming into it. You are actively creating it through. It's cool because you actually have your moon here. So this is actually fun. But yeah, you're going to really overcome this. And that square to Sagittarius will now take this change of your behavior and begin in advance to now apply a new mindset relative to this, which happens every year. But this year is still very iconic because of the Pluto shift. And then, of course, Libra season is going to now apply this change of your behavior and lifestyle onto your personality relative to the evolution of partnerships you've had, and also kick in this eclipse, which is going to unlock powerfully the truest element of you, where you've done this before, but you didn't really complete your Saturn return the last time this happened 20 years ago. Unlike now, where you have. Feel and embrace the power of your super magical essence, because this is going to align every single relationship relative to how you as judge, jury, and executioner get to hacking and slashing and just changing people's perception around where they might have had you messed up, or where they gonna learn today, because people are about to learn today. Okay, well, technically they're going to learn in October when this eclipse happens, but you don't have to wait until then to teach people. A lot of that's going to happen Gemini season. But yeah, this eclipse is going to be very powerful. I feel like you're one of the few people who this is going to be super powerful for. Oh my God. Like as soon as the South Node, like the South Node eclipse is going to be on your Pluto. And that's already wild. This pipeline is unlocking the classic power of your personality to develop it over the next 6 months, and then boom, establish very significant partnerships that will already occur before Aries, but will climax by then. You have a wonderful week. By the time we get back to Scorpio season, you're manifesting and liquidating everything you've invested in Taurus season. Now, we want you to think that Taurus season was you taking the sauce that you have and investing it in other people. It's your oil. You put it in gas stations. And now that it's Scorpio season, the money that you provided this gas station with oil for, because you got it like that, now you get your returns from. You're like, where's my money? And they're like, yo, your gas sold us a lot of money. Here's your cut. Boom, boom, boom. 11th house is going to be like the gross pay. Right. And then they're going to split your net pay right there. And then this is going to establish you to now move forward with more powerful partnerships. But I hope you enjoy this next 6 months. Your chart is amazing. And I'm very fascinated with this Sagittarius Pisces archetype. I hope to study and learn more about it. I look forward to your feedback. And until next time.